Michelle Obama just dropped a bombshell, and it's shaking up both Washington and Hollywood. For years, whispers about trouble in the Obama marriage were shrugged off. Until now. But here's the real shocker. Jennifer Aniston's name is suddenly in the mix. Why did Michelle skip key public events? Why is Barack posting strange photos? And how did a random Hollywood psychic predict something eerily similar? Stay tuned, because the truth behind this scandal is bigger than anyone expected. Michelle's strange disappearances? What's she hiding? For years, Michelle Obama was a prominent figure at major political and social events, always standing beside Barack, always maintaining that picture-perfect image of unity. But recently, something changed. When former President Jimmy Carter passed away, world leaders gathered to pay their respects. Barack Obama was there, standing among his peers, offering his condolences. But Michelle? Nowhere to be seen. Official statements from the Obama camp claimed scheduling conflicts, a phrase so overused in politics that it's become a go-to excuse for avoiding difficult questions. Then came Donald Trump's inauguration, a historic moment regardless of political affiliations. While it wasn't surprising that many past presidents and first ladies chose to keep their distance, Barack showed up alone. Michelle's absence didn't just go unnoticed, it fueled a wildfire of speculation. Some pointed to political tensions, arguing that she wanted nothing to do with Trump's presidency, but others weren't so convinced. Was there something deeper at play? The whispers grew louder when Michelle avoided another high-profile event, a private gathering of Democratic leaders in early 2024. At this point, the pattern was undeniable. For a woman who had been an outspoken advocate for political unity, her recent behavior suggested a deliberate choice to step away. The question was, from what? Or more importantly, from whom? People began connecting the dots. Was Michelle distancing herself from politics, or was she distancing herself from Barack? Insiders started hinting that things between them had been rocky for a while, and her public disappearances were just the first real signs of trouble. But then, the rumors took an even wilder turn, because out of nowhere, a new name entered the equation: Jennifer Aniston. And that's when everything changed. Barack and Jennifer Aniston, the unbelievable connection. If someone had said 10 years ago that the former president of the United States and one of Hollywood's biggest actresses would be tangled in a shocking rumor, no one would have believed it. But somehow, here we are. The whispers began in the strangest way possible, a supermarket tabloid. At first it seemed laughable, just another baseless headline meant to sell magazines, but then social media did what it does best: connect dots that no one else thought to connect. The initial claim? That Barack and Jennifer had been friendly for years. That in itself isn't too strange. As a former president, Barack has rubbed shoulders with Hollywood's elite more times than we can count. But then people started digging. They uncovered past interviews, moments where Jennifer spoke highly of the Obamas, and even old event photos where the two had been seen in the same circles. Coincidence? Maybe. But the internet wasn't convinced. Then, a random podcast guest, allegedly someone with ties to Hollywood, made an offhand comment. "Oh, everyone knows Jen's been close to someone powerful, but no one wants to say it out loud." That was all it took. Suddenly, Twitter exploded with speculation, theories, and timelines, all trying to piece together this unlikely connection. Had Jennifer and Barack met more times than the public knew? Was there something more than just friendly admiration between them? It wasn't just social media users throwing fuel on the fire, it was celebrity insiders too. Some pointed out that Jennifer had a history of high-profile secretive relationships, and Barack, despite his public image of stability, had been the subject of quiet rumors for years. Then came the moment that made everyone do a double take, a cryptic photo Barack posted that only made things worse. The awkward Obama photo that made everything worse. Barack Obama has always been strategic with his public image. Every photo, every statement, every social media post feels calculated, carefully curated to reinforce his image as a thoughtful leader and devoted husband. But one particular Instagram post from late 2023 did the exact opposite. Instead of shutting down rumors, it sent them spiraling out of control. The photo in question? A candid shot of Michelle sitting at their home looking tired, makeup-free, and visibly distant. The caption? A simple, "Always my rock." To the casual observer, it might have seemed like a loving tribute, but to those already invested in the growing rumors, it looked like something else entirely. First, there was Michelle's expression, not one of warmth but of exhaustion, maybe even frustration. Then there was the timing. Barack rarely shares personal, intimate moments on social media. Why post this one now? And why this particular photo, where Michelle looked like she might not have approved of it? The reaction was immediate. Twitter users tore the post apart, analyzing everything from the lighting to Michelle's body language. Some claimed it was a damage control attempt, a way for Barack to subtly remind the world, "See, we're fine." Others saw it as a passive-aggressive move, a way of asserting control over the narrative without actually addressing the growing rumors. But what really sent the internet into a frenzy was who liked the post. Among the sea of blue check marks and celebrity interactions, Jennifer Aniston's name stood out. A harmless double tap? Or something much more calculated? That single click of her heart reignited the entire conversation. What was Jennifer really up to? Why had she been linked to Barack in the first place? And most importantly, was Michelle's absence from public life connected to all of this? The next piece of the puzzle would only make things stranger. Because according to a leaked message from a Hollywood insider, this connection wasn't just speculation. It had been predicted months before by none other than a Hollywood psychic. A psychic, a DM, and the Hollywood party that changed everything. In Hollywood, strange rumors come and go, but when a psychic gets involved, things take a bizarre turn. The most mind-blowing part of this entire story? Someone apparently predicted it before it even happened. Months before Jennifer Aniston's name was ever linked to Barack Obama, a Hollywood psychic made a chilling statement at an exclusive gathering. According to multiple sources, this party wasn't just any party. It was a star-studded invite-only event in the hills of Los Angeles, attended by celebrities, power players, and industry insiders. The psychic, known for reading the fortunes of A-listers, dropped a bombshell that left the room in stunned silence. She claimed that a high-profile actress and a powerful political figure would soon be at the center of a major controversy. At the time, no one thought much of it. Hollywood is full of scandal. Predictions like this aren't exactly rare. But then, months later, Jennifer's name was suddenly swirling in controversy, with none other than Barack Obama. That's when people started digging, and what they found only made things more suspicious. A leaked DM from a celebrity gossip account hinted that Jennifer's inner circle had casually mentioned Barack in conversation, long before the rumors went public. The message read, "Someone close to Jen was joking about a powerful man being in her life. No one took it seriously until now." Coincidence? Maybe. But the pattern was undeniable. Between Michelle's strange absences, Barack's cryptic social media moves, and Jennifer's eerie connection to a prediction made months before, people couldn't help but wonder, was there more truth to this than anyone wanted to admit? But if Barack and Jennifer's alleged connection was fueling speculation, what did this mean for Michelle? Some insiders had an answer, and it wasn't pretty. It turns out, the cracks in the Obama marriage didn't start with Jennifer. They had been forming for years. The Obama's marriage cracks that started years ago. From the outside, Barack and Michelle Obama always seemed like the ultimate power couple, a love story built on mutual respect, shared values, and an unbreakable bond. But behind the scenes, whispers of tension had been circulating for years. Now, those whispers were turning into full-blown speculation. Close friends of the couple claimed that Michelle had been feeling increasingly distant from Barack for a long time. While the world saw a strong, united front, those in their inner circle noticed subtle shifts. For starters, Michelle had thrown herself into solo projects. Her best-selling books, Netflix deals, speaking engagements, and high-profile partnerships. While Barack was still in the public eye, Michelle seemed to be moving towards something of her own. It was easy to chalk it up to career growth, but many believed it was something deeper, a deliberate move to establish independence. Then came the separate vacations. Rumors swirled that Barack had been spending more time apart from Michelle, with solo getaways and extended trips that raised eyebrows. Friends noticed the change, but no one dared to speak up. But what really set off alarms was how silent they had become about each other. In their early post-White House years, Barack and Michelle frequently praised each other in interviews, social media posts, and public appearances. But in recent years, those heartfelt moments became few and far between. Then, one political insider made a bold claim. Michelle had been thinking about leaving long before Jennifer Aniston's name was ever mentioned. The rumors about Jennifer might have been the final push, but the real problems had been brewing for years. And if that wasn't shocking enough, a dark event involving the Obamas' personal chef only added more fuel to the fire. The Secret Service and the drowning that no one talks about. Just when the Obama rumors couldn't get any more bizarre, a real-life tragedy unfolded that had conspiracy theorists scrambling for answers. In the summer of 2023, news broke that the Obamas' personal chef, Teferi Campbell, had mysteriously drowned near their Martha's Vineyard home. The story barely made headlines, and within days it seemed to fade from public conversation. But for those paying attention, too many details didn't add up. First, the Secret Service was present at the time of the drowning, yet no one intervened? How could an experienced swimmer lose his life in shallow waters? And why was the media coverage so limited when any incident tied to a former president usually gets endless scrutiny? Then came the whispers. Some speculated that Campbell knew something he wasn't supposed to know. Others believed his death was linked to ongoing tensions within the Obama family. While there was no concrete evidence to support these theories, the lack of answers only made people more suspicious. And then an even bigger question emerged. Why was Michelle's name rarely mentioned in the official statements? She wasn't on the property at the time, but many found it odd that she didn't issue a personal statement about the loss of someone who had worked closely with their family for years. Whether this tragedy was a tragic accident or something deeper, one thing was clear. There was more happening behind the scenes than the public was being told. And that's when people started asking the biggest question of all. Was Michelle's sudden absence connected to something bigger? Had she been planning to walk away from Barack all along? The real reason Michelle is distancing herself? Michelle Obama has never been just another first lady. She built an empire of her own, securing multi-million-dollar book deals, leading powerful initiatives, and signing exclusive contracts with Netflix. But lately, her focus has shifted in a way that's making people wonder, is she preparing for something big, or is she preparing for a life without Barack? Insiders say Michelle has been making strategic moves for years. While her public image has always been deeply tied to Barack's, she has slowly started stepping out of his shadow. One Hollywood executive even claimed, Michelle doesn't need Barack anymore. If anything, she's outgrown him. And when you look at her recent career moves, it's hard to argue with that. Her best-selling books have been global successes, and her independent brand is stronger than ever. In interviews, she speaks less about Barack and more about personal growth, empowerment, and self-discovery. Some say this is a natural evolution. Others think it's a calculated shift, designed to prepare the world for an eventual split. What's even more interesting, she's been spotted at high-profile events alone, choosing to attend functions with A-list celebrities and power players instead of Barack. And when she does appear publicly with him, Body language experts claim there's been a noticeable change in their dynamic. Less warmth, less connection, more distance. It raises the question, is Michelle distancing herself because of Jennifer Aniston, or is it something else entirely? Is it possible that this is not just about an alleged affair, but about a much bigger power play? If Michelle is truly moving toward a future without Barack, that would be one of the biggest political and social shifts of our time. And if that's the case, it's no wonder the media is staying eerily silent. The explosive Hollywood rumors no one expected. When politics and Hollywood collide, it creates a spectacle that the public just can't look away from. And this Obama-Aniston connection is no exception. What started as a random tabloid headline has now turned into a full-blown scandal, with more and more Hollywood insiders hinting that something might actually be going on. For years, Jennifer Aniston has been known for her mysterious personal life, carefully dodging the media's obsession with her relationships. But now, sources claim that she has been linked to high-powered men in politics before, though nothing was ever confirmed. This time, however, the story won't go away. One Hollywood publicist, speaking anonymously, dropped a bombshell. Jennifer has always been drawn to powerful, intelligent men. It wouldn't shock me if there's more to this than we know. And when asked directly about Barack Obama, Jennifer refused to comment, which of course only made things worse. Even more bizarre, Barack has been seen socializing in elite Hollywood circles more than usual. He's attended exclusive private dinners and industry events, sometimes without Michelle. While this could be purely professional, the timing is highly suspicious. And then came the whisper campaign, rumors that some Hollywood elites were warned to stay quiet about the alleged connection. If that's true, it would mean this isn't just a wild internet theory. It's something powerful enough to be controlled. But why would Barack Obama, a man known for his carefully crafted public image, risk it all for Jennifer Aniston? Could there really be something there? Or is this all part of a larger, more strategic cover-up? If the rumors are true, then one thing is certain: this could become the most scandalous story of the decade. The media's silence. Why no one is talking about this? Normally, when a former president is caught in a scandal, the media goes into a frenzy. Every headline, every talk show, every news outlet covers it non-stop. So why is this story so strangely quiet? At first, the internet assumed that the lack of coverage meant the rumors were false, but as more evidence piled up, people started asking the bigger question: who is trying to bury this story, and why? Political insiders claim that Barack and Michelle still have powerful connections in Washington and beyond. Some believe that certain media outlets have been told to steer clear of the story to avoid damaging the Obama legacy. One journalist even hinted, "There are stories you just don't touch unless you want to lose access." This feels like one of them. But while mainstream media stays quiet, alternative voices won't let it go. Independent news channels, YouTubers, and social media sleuths have been relentlessly digging, uncovering timeline inconsistencies, cryptic social media interactions, and more unexplained gaps in the story. What's also raising eyebrows is the lack of official denials from the Obamas. If the rumors were completely baseless, wouldn't they shut them down immediately? Instead, their silence is only making people more suspicious. When a story like this refuses to die, it's usually because there's some truth buried beneath it all. And if that's the case, then what happens when the truth finally comes out? Because according to insiders, the biggest bombshell hasn't even dropped yet. The divorce prediction. Insiders say it's happening. For months, the internet has been speculating about the Obamas' marriage, but now those closest to them are saying the unthinkable. It's over. Multiple sources, including political analysts, journalists, and even former White House staffers, claim that a divorce announcement is not a matter of if, but when. One anonymous source stated Michelle has been preparing for this behind the scenes. She's been setting up her own projects, making moves, and controlling the narrative. Barack is just trying to keep things from getting messy. If this is true, it would mean that Michelle has been planning her exit for years. It also means that the rumors about Jennifer Aniston might not be the cause, but the catalyst that finally pushed Michelle to take action. The real question is, how will they announce it? If history has taught us anything, it's that high-profile divorces are never simple. The Obamas will have to navigate political fallout, media scrutiny, and the public's reaction. Some believe they will release a carefully crafted statement framing the split as amicable and mutual, but others think that once it happens, more secrets will come out, secrets that have been hidden for years. And if that's the case, then this won't just be a divorce, it will be one of the biggest political and cultural scandals of the century. What happens next? The clock is ticking. Right now we are in the calm before the storm. The moment when the world is waiting for something to break, but no one knows exactly when or how it will happen. The rumors won't die, the speculation is growing stronger, and yet there's silence from the Obamas and Jennifer Aniston. The question is, how much longer can they keep quiet before the truth comes out? Let's look at the key unanswered questions that are still fueling this controversy. First, why hasn't Michelle Obama publicly denied the rumors? If this was just meaningless gossip, shutting it down would be easy. She's done it before when tabloids claim ridiculous things about her life, but this time she's not saying a word. And that silence is making people more suspicious. Second, why is Barack Obama acting like nothing is happening? He's always been known for being calm and strategic, but this level of quietness feels unnatural. If he and Michelle were perfectly fine, why not post something to shut down the noise? Instead, he's posting odd, cryptic images that seem to be making things worse. It's almost as if he's trying to distract people without actually addressing the rumors head-on. Then there's Jennifer Aniston. She's no stranger to being the center of gossip, but even for her this is different. She has refused to comment, not even a joking dismissal in an interview. And her social media activity? Curiously restrained. Usually when she's involved in a rumor, she'll post something funny or sarcastic to shut it down. But now, nothing. That eerie silence has people wondering, does she know something we don't? What about the media blackout? Usually, when a scandal of this magnitude starts circulating, it gets picked apart by major networks, celebrity gossip shows, and political analysts. But instead, there's radio silence from the biggest news outlets. They aren't reporting on it. Why? What's stopping them? Who is making the calls behind the scenes to keep this story from exploding into mainstream coverage? And perhaps the most important question of all, is the Obama marriage really over? Right now, all the signs point to something big happening behind closed doors. The separate events, the lack of public affection, Michelle's personal rebranding, Barack's cryptic posts, and now Jennifer Aniston's name being thrown into the mix. It all feels like a puzzle where the final piece is about to be revealed.